Hello, this is Mr. Lightfoot and I'm here to give you an overview of Unit A11 on Quadratics 1. First thing to do is just to remind you of what a quadratic expression looks like, and it can be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Essentially it's where the highest power of any term in your expression is a squared term, or of degree 2. Now, particularly useful prior knowledge, in Unit A9 you learnt how to factorise quadratic expressions. For those of you doing the foundation tier, you looked at values where a was 1, whereas when you're studying for the higher tier you also looked at factorising expressions where a was values other than 1. And that's particularly useful for this unit A11 because you have 10 objectives in total, and a brief overview of the work. As part of that work you'll be learning how to factorise, to actually solve quadratic equations. Again, for the foundation tier you'll only need to solve quadratic equations where a equals 1, whereas if you're studying for the higher tier you also have to learn how to factorise to solve quadratic equations where a is something other than 1. In addition to that, at the higher tier you'll be learning how to use the quadratic formula and how to complete the square, so where expressions do not factorise. And for both tiers you'll also be learning how to plot quadratic graphs and to solve quadratic equations using those graphs that you've drawn. So that's a brief overview of all 10 objectives. As I say again, those 10 objectives, 6 are for higher students only, and for future knowledge this will then lead into A12, where again a lot of the content of A12 is for higher students only, and you'll be learning things like how to find nth terms of quadratic sequences. You'll be learning how to solve quadratic inequalities and also to solve simultaneous equations where one term is written as a quadratic. So lots to do, and you'll be able to see the individual videos summarising each objective for you, so you know what to do for your home learning.